Hello, good morning or good afternoon or good evening to all you beautiful, wonderful people out there. Here's me, Alexandra, with your daily tarot reading for the 29th of August 2018. As you can see, perhaps, my good old tripod is back, so no shaky vision, no more shaky vision, and yeah, it makes me feel comfortable. I am very interested in your reactions to these videos, so feel free to comment whether these energies are somehow playing out in your life and how they do. It's quite interesting, I think, because these are general readings, so they will play out for each and every one of us in different ways. Also, of course, as always, feel free to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you want to see notifications about new videos I post. I have to say that this English-speaking channel is making me very happy right now. Perhaps because it's new and I like new things. And yeah, I'm happy to create some kind of new community here. It's always nice and fresh at the beginning. But let's hope it's gonna be like that, nice and fresh and worthy. Also, as it becomes bigger and older. Okay, let's look what are the energies for us for the 29th of August 2016. Please guide me for my viewers' greatest good. Let's see. We have 7 of discs. Then we have 2 of discs, so earth element. And 8 of discs. Prudence is the same card as yesterday. And temperance at the back of the deck, at the bottom of the deck. I won't take it into consideration, but I just wanted to show you because I love this card. Yeah, especially in this deck. Generally, temperance is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. So, it seems that the earthy team is here. Let's adjust it to see the cards better. So what we have is failure, change and prudence if we only look at the names of the cards. I like to see it as a whole. Yesterday I was talking about 8 of discs. In this deck I see it very much as an anticipation and careful planning, being the result of anticipation of what's gonna come. You can see this card is kind of divided into 2 parts, the dark one and the bright one. The summer side and the winter side, you can see the snow is falling on her gown. That's how I interpret this. So from her wintry perspective, she knows the flowers will bloom again. And from this beautiful, sunny, flowery perspective, she knows that snow is gonna fall and the flowers will not bloom in the winter, they will wither. So she has to be prepared for this. And 8 of discs is working little by little in order to be prepared for something or in order to achieve something. But it's not one act of making and then you're prepared. It has to be careful, it has to be longitudinal, it needs to take time, it needs to take several steps in this case, in the case of this card. It's it's when you start climbing a mountain, you need to take several thousands of steps, or even tens of thousands of steps in order to climb the mountain. You don't jump on the top. You make many steps. And I think this is beautiful transition from lessons learned. I know this card is called Failure in this deck, 7 of Discs, but I would rather see it as a lesson. You can see an owl on the picture. An owl is a symbol of wisdom, and wisdom comes from experience. And we have different experiences, and not every experience is a success. Sometimes we fail to do things. Let's say we make mistakes, but it's your decision, really, whether you want to treat those kinds of experiences as failures, as your personal loss, or whether you want to look at them as lessons in your life. You decided to do something, you didn't make it, and what do you do with it? Do you sit down and cry and that's all? Or do you let yourself consider what didn't work? What can I do better next time? Will you try again? That's really the question. Will you try again? And it's beautiful, because if you try again, will you allow yourself to change your direction, or to change the mode of doing this? Because, you know, there's this wise saying, if you do things and you fail, and you do them again in exactly the same way and expect change, you must be mad. Because it doesn't work like that. These so-called failures are lessons for us in order to show us that this is not the way the universe wants you to proceed with the issue. You need to change something. So the failure is the signpost showing you need to change the behavior. You need to change the mode of thinking, the mode of proceeding. And it goes very beautiful from 7 to 8 through change. It's on a very material level. As you can see, we have discs and discs and discs. So these are the pentacles, the earth element. It's all very palpable. It's all very, kind of concrete, tangible things. It can be about your work. It can be about the way you make money, or you think about money, perhaps. It can be about all the kinds of material resources. How do you proceed with them? So perhaps this day starts with the recognition of some kind of failure. Something didn't work as you supposed it will. But it didn't, yeah? So there need to be an adjustment. And temperance is very much about it. Temperance is about finding the right balance between things. It's about experimenting. And I feel this is also about experimenting. If I fail, let's make a change. Let's make even a tiny change in proportions, because temperance is about proportions between elements. Even tiny changes can have great outcome. And there's this famous quote that came to my mind, that big things have small beginnings. You don't need to be extremely bold in order to apply a small change into your life as the answer to failure, as the answer to lesson, to some kind of a lesson. Apply a small change, a gradual change. As in this card, it's tiny steps. Gradual change that brings wonderful outcomes. Tiny change that changes everything. Big things have small beginnings. That's the message for the 29th of August 2016. Doesn't have to be big, really, this one. Start with tiny one, little by little. You can improve your life. Yes, and I leave you with this, and I leave myself with this. Food for thought. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.